I've changed my mind. American Idol's Carrie Underwood's the weaker judge on live shows. She's making progress, but Carrie's not this season's best judge yet. Carrie Underwood's new gig as a judge on American Idol is well underway. And I've noticed that feedback from fans about Carrie's judging abilities haven't been the kindest. Carrie won American Idol back in 2005. And her return as a judge for season 23 has been hailed as a full-circle moment, both for Carrie and the show. Bringing back one of the most successful winners of the show as a judge to inspire and guide current contestants was a coup, and the show hyped her return to drum up viewership and renewed interest in the show. Carrie herself seemed thrilled at the idea of going back to the show that made her famous 20 years later, and fans, who've seen multiple changes to the show throughout the years, seemed eager to see how she'd add to the show. Personally, I love the nostalgia that Carrie brings to the show, since her presence harkens back to the early days of the show, and I miss the days of Simon Cowell, Randy Jackson, and Paula Abdul. But watching Carrie as a judge has made me question whether this was the right platform and whether she's an effective judge. Carrie has a residency in Las Vegas, and she's been performing shows while the audition rounds of American Idol airs. She took a big step outside of her comfort zone on April 5, when she made a surprise appearance at another Las Vegas concert. Carrie joined 2000's alt-metal band Papa Roach on stage for a performance of their hit single, Last Resort, during their show at MGM Grand. Her performance was a reminder to me that there's a reason Carrie is a global superstar, which is why I was originally on her side. She might be best known in the country world, but Carrie's talents allow her to cross over into any genre. With a voice like hers, she can do anything, and the fans in the audience that night loved it. Carrie's surprise pop-in with Papa Roach is beneficial to her role on American Idol, because there are no limits as to the genre the contestants can perform. Carrie is proving herself to be an expert in country, rock, pop, metal, etc., which will aid her in judging. I believe Carrie's going to need to do more than sing with an unexpected band to win over American Idol fans. She's been accused of being too technical in her critiques and overshadowing the contestants' performances with her own anecdotes and stories. She made a performance of a religious song, Gratitude, sung by Brianna Nix and Riley O'Neill, all about her when she gave a speech about how hard it was to be vocal about your faith in Hollywood. It was an interesting sentiment, but in my opinion, it's one of the ways Carrie tends to overstep in her judging. Another criticism is Carrie's preference for Nepo baby Bailey Littrell, who made it to the top 24 on American Idol season 23 with Carrie's help. Bailey is the son of the Backstreet Boys' Brian Littrell, and I'm not sure whether Carrie knows Brian, but I wouldn't be surprised if they crossed paths at some point, as they're both major stars. When Bailey sang a duet with fellow contestant Kylene, she flew him out of the water during their performance of Shallow from A Star Is Born. Kylene had the vocal chops, and Bailey was good, but he mostly supported Kylene. That's why it was a surprise when Kylene didn't advance in the competition, but Bailey did. While the decision to send Bailey to the top 24 wasn't unanimous, I know Carrie gave him the nod. Luke Bryan is my favorite judge by far. He's not going to coddle anyone or say nice things that will ultimately not be helpful. He gives his critiques to the contestants in a frank, easy-to-understand manner. He told Kylene that her performance with Bailey was good, but there are some moments that were a little misguided. At least he offered some specifics to Kylene, versus just saying she did amazing and then sending her home. Even though I thought Kylene's performance was far better than Bailey's, it wasn't perfect, so giving her that feedback will aid her as she moves forward in life.